Janki, who is the queen of the ISAs. And it's funny because there are very, very few people in this world that we all know that, like, I came from the opposite side of things. And Janki has turned me into like loving ISAs. And what are we talking about with you today? Are we talking specifically ISAs with you today and like how to actually grow like an ISA team?
Yeah, so we're actually taking Chime and then actually involving ISAs and how we've grown to build out a huge team of ISAs. And I want to introduce that because all of it was starting with Chime. So I'm going to share my screen, but I want to say congratulations to you, Daddy
Thank
dear.
you.
Congrats.
Oh, thank you so much.
Congrats.
Yeah,
hey, I don't sleep much anymore, but you know, I didn't sleep to begin with.
So, well, hold on, Janki. Doesn't Brett looks pretty healthy? Like, dude, you look good, bro.
Yeah,
thank you. Down 15 pounds.
Ah,
so
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Is it because you're not sleeping because of the baby, or what's going on?
Yeah, it's that. It's honestly, it's that, and we discovered that it was cheaper for me to lose weight than it was to take weight out of an aircraft.
Oh,
so
yeah. There you go. You needed to balance it out.
Yeah, exactly. We had to offset the baby weight, so I was like, you know what? I'll just lose weight. It'll be cheaper. So,
funny.
Okay, so Janki, I'm gonna let you just run with this because I know this is your world. But for those of you that have no idea who Janki is, she has built an incredible ISA team and an entire ISA training program using Chime, and it made a believer out of me, which for those of you guys that know me, I used to not be an ISA guy. She has turned me into an ISA guy. Please take this away and show us everything you have.
Awesome. Can you see my screen, Brett?
Absolutely can. It looks great.
Awesome. Okay, so let's talk about ISAs. But first, let's rewind it to Chime. So I'm going to go really fast on this, but I want you guys to know where our success trended from. Obviously, Chime. With smart plans and newsletters, I always say database managers. Who is really focused on your database? Dude, we get these awesome, flashing lights and, shiny diamonds, and we jump on it. But when you jump on it, you buy it, what do you do with it? And those of you guys that are here that say that Chime doesn't work, or there's issues with your newsletters and smart plans, please focus on watching the videos. You need to focus on your database. That means you need a database manager. If you can't do it, hire someone, get someone to take care of your database. Look at the smart plans and newsletters. Our open rates for smart plans plus newsletters equals database manager, right? I couldn't do it. I do not like to get into it and sit there at the back, on my chair all day long and work on my computer. Heck no. My job as a realtor is to be out there selling, right? So who finds the gold in your database? Your database manager. Opportunities come, open rates, and AI conversations equals phone appointments plus ISAs. And then phone appointments plus ISAs equals closings. I'm going to share really quickly how we do it. So when should the ISA call? I'm going to talk about that a little bit, Brett.
Okay.
Let's talk about smart plans. Let's talk about Chime. I want to dig deep into smart plans and show you guys these are the smart plans, the active smart plans that's given us some good open rates. But look at the converted pipelines, 57% open rate, lender pipeline, 50%. And it just keeps going, right? 41% for buyers who've returned after 30 days, nurturing, and so on and so forth. So again, I know Robert was talking about this. You can't just focus on the leads coming in and not doing anything, right? Follow up 8 to 12 times what our ISAs do. And leveraging, gosh, I can't emphasize on leveraging. Leverage your Chime database to someone who can help you. Okay, top 5 smart plans that have been amazing for us. It's 56% open rate, Brett.
Did you say 56% open rate?
Yes, 56% open rate right here. And that was in July. And this was, should I buy or should I rent? People want to know, right? Ask questions. Your call to action tagline is so important in these newsletters, right? We talk about that. 53% open rate on Achieving the dream of ownership. I can actually go back in my database, my CRM, and show you these. These are really working great. People want to know about new construction in our area a lot. 47% open rate on that newsletter, right? All we're doing is sharing information about new constructions in Pleasanton, another area over here, another city. So if you make it really micro on your call to action, that will get people to open. Okay, talk about August. Open rates and newsletters. Look at the numbers. Yes, they're 30s and 40s, but we're trying, again, remember we were slowed down because of the interest rates, but yet we still got 48% on housing inventory news. Whatever your tagline is going to be very important. I mean, the call to action, right? So anyway, here we are. We're talking a little bit about, newsletters, open rates, and these are some of the newsletters that has given us great open rates. We talk about specific cities and their open rates. We also involve Altos research. That's where we get a lot of our information, and we give credit to our sources. Our top 5 newsletters, Smart Plans newsletters equals database manager, you guys. You have to hire someone to, if you're not going to do it, who's going to do it? If not you, then who, right?
Janki, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So you have all these open rates on here. Does your database manager curate the open rate percentage for you?
Yes, actually she does it. Plus she actually, it's Chime that does it.
I was going to say, you capture all that from the Chime reporting tab,
exactly.
don't you?
Exactly. Yep. All of it from Chime reporting tab. What she does is verifies it just to make sure that the numbers are not getting skewed. So she does a verification by obviously manually, calculating it and all that other stuff if she has to talk to. But yes, these open rates are directly from Chime.
Good.
All right. So let's talk about newsletter content. What you put out there is important, right? Why do I say that? This one right here, great news about housing inventory. People want to read these. Excuse me, because I'm still having that cough.
Your team puts all these together, right?
Yes, our social media manager puts all these together. Our content creator puts this together. I'm going to introduce you a little bit later in the session about a little bit more about these different spot plans and how we get that. But look at this right here, Brett. We are actually giving our sources the credit. Altos research.
Sure.
We don't reinvent. We just plug and play because that's the way to do it, right? So here we are, right here. Look at the headlines is what gets people to open our newsletter. Okay, these are all different types of newsletters, but people like to see colorful things. Don't you like to see color? Look, you have purple on your background. Come on.
I was going to say, I mean, like king of color over here.
People love to see color. So when you have color, people are going to open it. So here we are with the smart plans, price reduced, make it an announcement and people will open those newsletters, okay? Now you got to remember the market has shifted. The market has been slow, but yet we're getting pretty good open rates.
Absolutely.
What happens after we get these open rates? So let me talk about a little bit about AI conversations, right? Once we have these open rates, our database manager, not me, goes in, plugs those into AI conversations, starts talking to those people because they've come back into opportunities. So our database managers goes ahead and talks to people in the AI conversations. Ask them particular questions such as, when are you looking to buy? What are your top 3 must-haves, so on and so forth. And they return with the answer right there, right? They're talking, they're engaging. Guess what happens next? You got to keep going. Like Robert said, you got to engage in the first, 30 to 60 to 120 seconds. Our ISAs are dialing. After the AI conversations is happening, our ISAs are picking up the phone and dialing. What are they saying to them? That I will talk to you about that later. Email success replies. How many times have you sent out an email through your smart plans and not had any success? Right? There are people that don't get successes.
Right.
And I'm not talking to Brett Baker, but I'm talking to the other people out here because obviously Brett gets tons of open, leads and all that good stuff. But here it is. Email open rates, right? What are their replies? What are we saying to them? How are we saying to them? And that's how we go ahead and have our ISAs call them. Here are different email successes that we have right here. All from asking key questions, you guys. If you don't ask a question in the smart plan or in the email, they're not going to respond, right? First job of an ISA is what? Ask questions, Brett. If you're not going to be in the driver's seat, they're going to go ahead and take the lead on asking questions. Okay, so I'm going to keep going. And I know my voice is a little bit scrapey because of my cough. I still have the lingering cough. Pardon me, excuse me. Okay, so when ISA makes the calls, what should they focus on when they set the phone appointment? Well, questions. I always focus on questions. If you're not going to be in control of asking questions, that lead is not going to set that phone appointment with you, Brett. What to ask, when to ask, and how many times to ask, right? What are the essential questions we ask, Brett? What are your top 3 must-haves when you look to buy a home? When it's a seller, you don't ask them, hey, do you want to sell your home right now? Or hey, if we get you fair market value, do you want to list with us? They don't know you. Why would they list with you? So you got to ask them, mentally take them from this home to the new home. It's a psychological game, right, Brett? So that's exactly what our ISAs ask. What are your top 3 must-haves? I always say build a relationship. Use keywords from your script, just out of curiosity. So just so I understand, and then repeat it back to them. This is what our ISAs are trained on. Again, how do we get there? It's all by success of Chime, the AI conversations, the smart plans, the newsletters, all of those is what gets us over here. Okay, now let's talk about how to qualify the phone appointment. So we're done showing Chime of the open rates and what we need to do with Chime itself. Now let's talk about when the lead does come in, when the lead does come to opportunities, or when you see you have a listing there and you see how many leads match the data, right, of the listing that you have, Brett. What happens next? What does the ISA do, right? And how do you qualify those phone appointments? Asking questions, you guys. Are they ready, able, and willing, right? Is the buyer ready, willing, and able to buy? We call that raw script. So we have all different types of scripts, whether it's raw script, whether it's market shifting script, whatever script we have it here. Okay, so how to set the phone appointments. These are the scripts we use. This is the process that we use. Setting initial phone appointments all the way to circle prospecting, expired, so on and so forth. So when the lead comes back into opportunities, when the lead comes back into browsing, they're just browsing. What do our ISAs have to say? How they say it, when they say it. And again, this is so important. Speed to lead matters. Whether it's just coming back to your site or whether it's a new lead. Don't you agree, Brett? I agree. So that's exactly when they set the phone appointments. This is the initial phone appointment script that we have. I always say that our real estate industry is evolving and changing. So I'm a big believer on note-taking, Brett. So I didn't get to being successful on Chime and growing and learning constantly if I did not do it or listen to others do it. I'm always learning and always keep an open mindset of learning about what is going on in the industry, what you should do, when you should do it, and how you should do it. How should you implement it? Building rapport is important. Obviously, we all know that. But the key to relationship is, I always say this, Brett, do you want your past clients to come back? Do you want to build those referrals, right? And what do the ISA team do? They go ahead and call. It takes 8 to 12 times to follow up with one lead in order to build that connection. Okay. All right. So year-to-date phone appointments that we set, and this is all in Chime CRM, you guys. It's all from opportunities. This is all from, people coming back to our site. 381 appointments was set by our ISAs year-to-date, Brett. And seriously. Yes. So 381 phone appointments year-to-date. Now remember, I have about, when first of the year, We're slowly building out our sources. So it wasn't that, I have the sources and ready to go. Some of our sources is organic sources, referrals, past clients. So it took time to build this up. It wasn't overnight, but this is what our ISA said. Now, remember, we go back to smart plans, opportunities, and who's handling our database? Who's handling our Chime database? Our database manager.
I'm assuming you're a database manager.
Not me at all. So, I only get reports and I look at the leads. I talk to the leads. Don't get me wrong. When the appointments are set, I'm the one that converts them. And that's how we get to this. Sold listings, this is all from Chime success, you guys. And that's why I'm a strong believer. I've had so many CRMs, Brett. I kid you not. So
should we compare notes one day?
Oh my God. I have never been so happy on a CRM. Yesterday, one of my assistants said to me, my admin said to me, all these leads need to go back into Chime. Chime is so automated when it comes to smart plans. And I don't work for Chime, you guys. I'm just sharing my successes here because I really love the product. Okay, so let's talk about Global Solutions. That's one of our companies that does have ISAs and database managers. In the month of August, they set 187 phone appointments for realtors across the nation. Okay, so that is huge. And these are ISAs that actually are being trained by me. And we do have database managers as well. So we provide 30-day boot camp that includes the scripts and the databases and the objection handling, circle prospecting, all of that good stuff. So we do provide your ISAs the hands-on training that is needed. All right, Brett? It is all provided to them. They're actually working on your database. Amy Izzo, if you're here, Amy Izzo has 36,000 leads in her database, Brett. Our database manager is crushing it for her. And she loves it. We've got quite a few.
Do you want to turn loose on my 2.6 million that I haven't touched?
I would love it. Hand them over.
I'm at that point, Janki, where
yeah.
And I know people on this call can relate. You're looking at your database right now and you're like, dude, I have to go through that.
Yeah.
And it's like at 2.6 million, like, dude, even if I sat down for 12 hours a day, every day, I couldn't go through that amount of leads in the next 2 years.
Exactly. And you need leverage, Brett. I've told you that so many times. Like, I know you are not a believer in this, but look, I'm showing you results. This is what they do. This entire deck was built by them. All I said is, this is the data I want. I want to focus on how to build a successful ISA team. Then I want to talk about what is it that they do to get us so successful. So anyway, 30-day intensive training boot camp, they're hands-on, all that good stuff here. I will actually post a quick Google form if you're interested in talking more about ISAs. Let's discuss your business. I want to make a quick announcement, Brett. Ready?
Ooh, hit me.
Are you sure?
Are
you sure?
Yeah, hit me. Go for it.
Ta-da! This is a new
shut
company. This is a new
seriously?
company. Where is he? Get over here. Anyway, so this is a new company we're starting. We're going to have intensive training, 15-day training for digital editors, social media managers, director of ops, executive assistants, graphic designers. You guys, this is the way to go. If you don't know how to do it, leverage it out. I say it so many times to you guys, leverage it out. Here's another company that we're actually forming. It's a virtual assistant company. And we have people lining up like crazy, Brett.
Right.
So they will have a 1-month exclusive pass to our training team. And they will be working hands-on on your, whatever that you guys need, like whether it's a video editor, whether it's a, social media, whatever it is, right? And let's get back into our ISAs. These are the results that our ISAs are actually having. Through our academy, we've had 347 phone appointments set in the past 3 months. and we've got about 16 people, 16 ISAs there, all learning about how we do it and so on and so forth. So I'll continue talking more about that, but I want to know if anyone has any questions.
Oh, there's a lot of them. Do you want me to start spitting them out for you?
That's all right. It's all cool. You know,
okay, you ready? You sitting down for this one? Yeah, you got some water in you? Here we go. Okay, so what does an ISA usually cost? Like ballpark monthly?
Well, I would say, you know, $12 an hour, depending if you want full-time or part-time, you know.
Got it. What sources of leads do your ISAs usually like? What lead sources are you using?
So I have Google PPC, I have organic leads, I have past clients, referrals. I have, what else do I have? I don't use a lot of companies. I build it out organically. So when people come from, like Richard said, open houses or past clients, or, you know, growing it organically is what we do. But Google PPC is a big one. Why Lobo?
Okay, let's see, what else do you have? Okay, so I think your database or one of your ISAs is in here. I was going to ask what your how to get a call with you, but I think someone's already put a link in the chat. So for those of you that are like blowing up the question and answer right now, Janki's, you can get a hold of her. In fact, someone put a link in it right now. Perfect. Do you have are your ISAs usually full-time, or are they part-time, or does that vary based on what you're seeing the individual client needs?
My ISAs are full-time. All of the ISAs that I have on my team, yeah. However, our realtors that are with Global Solutions, they are full-time and part-time.
Awesome.
The results here.
Okay, and so a lot of people don't know this, but I actually was Canadian for a very long time. I gave up my dual citizenship when I became a federal employee. But for my Canadian brothers and sisters, do you guys work in Canada too? Yeah, I don't know if you're about to make fun of me, or if you're genuinely thinking about it.
I have no idea if I'm seeing anything here. I can't see any of your questions or chats or anything.
Oh, I was going to say, do you guys do any work in Canada as well?
Oh my God, yes. Hands down. I'm like, wait, what is he talking about? I don't get it.
The question, Janki.
Oh, I can't. I don't see them. Anyway.
Awesome. Awesome.
Okay, cool.
So Leon, yes, everything. There's stuff for Canada. We got you covered.
Yep, we got you.
Do you have a copy of your slide deck? I've had a lot of requests for slide deck.
Yeah,
can people get that?
Absolutely.
What's the best way to get that from you?
Slide deck. I'm sure Lorraine will post it. My director of ops, she's the one posting everything. So
yeah,
email. Send me a quick email. Okay. We'll definitely send it over to you. Yeah.
Okay, so Susan asked, doesn't an ISA have to be licensed in the state as an agent? Now, I will tell you right now, Susan, no. But go, Janki, because you know this better than me.
Listen, all the realtors that have been signed up, they don't need licensed ISAs, by the way. But again, state to state, it varies. Yeah. Not in California.
Right. Okay, so the next one is kind of a big one. Are you sending your newsletters through smart plans, or are you just sending it as like a mass email? How are you going for that?
Oh, that's a good question. If my database manager is here, she can answer that. Meg, can you answer that question? Or Lorraine, how are we sending these out? See, I don't even know that, Brett. I don't even know that. So is it? You
know why you don't know that? Because you've got somebody for it.
There you go. There she is. Okay, so how are we sending this, Meg? Are we sending it through email or the smart plans, the newsletters? And she'll reply back. What else do we have, Brett?
People are just, I think, where are your employees based?
Good question. So our employees are based in Philippines. However, we do have a coach that is in our company as well that helps them with their accents. So she's a teacher, and she's very much training them on their accents as well.
So you actually just fooled me. So I know people are going to say, well, we can tell that they're from the Philippines. I'm going to tell you that you can't tell that they're from the Philippines. And I'll tell you how I know this, because I am actually registered on Janki's site. Now, she doesn't know that I am because I'm not registered under my name, but What I will tell you is, yeah, I've been totally secret shopping you. Should now be the time that I tell you that? I've been secret shopping you.
Wow.
One of your ISAs called me, and I legit thought she was in Southern California. Like I legit thought they were in California. I even asked. I'm dead serious.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
dead
What
serious.
are you spoke to?
I don't remember her name, but I'm going to tell you right now afterward, because I've been wanting to talk to you more and more about what you do. And I actually got a ton of information out of this today, but I wanted to secret shop you because I wanted to see how it was. And I'm going to tell you right now. So I'm blown away. I'm blown away at the quality of conversation that I had. It was enough that it kept me intrigued. So
Wow.
I'm blown away.
Wow, thank you so
Yeah.
much. I appreciate that. Did you hear that, Tristan?
Dude, I came in at the right time. And look, guys, you're listening into this, and you may already know this or you may not, but Brett is also a coach too. So it's not like he's just saying it as some random guy, right? So Brett co-hosts a lot of these things with me, and we get to see a lot of different companies, and we're exposed to a lot of different virtual assistant companies as well. So yeah. Brett, just to help you out, dude, because you help Chime and us so much. Oh, what are you currently doing as far as coaching, and how do we get a hold of you?
Easiest way to get a hold of me is actually to text me. That's hands down easiest way. I have a bunch of different coaching programs that are out there right now. One that I'm doing a lot is group coaching for Chime agents. I found it's easy to get everybody in one group, talk about all the new things that Chime's releasing, even better, how to use Chime to its fullest, which I see so many people that come in and they treat it as a tool. Yeah. And it's really an asset. I mean, Janki shows today that it's an asset of your business if it is used properly. And so, yeah, if you
how do we text you?
562-553-8300. I'll drop it in the chat too. And if anybody needs to get a hold of me, that's the easiest way.
All right, I love that. All right, Janki, and then you also have a VA company
with my dearest best friend Tristan. I love what we're about to launch because I did say that. I'm like, I was looking for you. Okay, so it's Ascent. Sorry, Ascent. Always mess up on the name.
That sounds good too, though.
Ascent, a virtual assistant company. Let me tell you about that. Virtual editors. We've got so many people, like graphic designers. And guess who's going to be training these people? Graphic designers, video editors, executive assistant, director of ops, social media managers. If you guys are so not tech savvy, please contact us, because here's what we're going to do for you. We're going to offer you 15-day training, advanced training. Guess who's going to do that? Not my team, because my team is more into ISAs and database managers. Tristan's awesome, amazing.
Seriously.
Team. Yes.
We decided to jump in. I did it with Janki because Janki does so good on the ISA side. I was like, we should really do this on the social side, video editor side. But I needed her automated skills, and she's already built this out. So
that's really cool. I'm really happy for you guys. That's going to be, putting the two of you together. Yeah, that's borderline scary. Isn't this how like supervillains get formed? Like, isn't this like
No, that's when we get you involved. Then we'll go to the next level, Brad.
The next level.
You know that I'm in.
Oh my God.
That'd be amazing to do something. All right, that's how you get a hold of Brett. I put in your number there again.
Sweet.
Paola, I had two people reach out to me and say Chime was down. They're getting like a 502 error code, but a lot of people are saying that it's working for them. So I'm thinking that it might be isolated here or there.
AWS has been having issues all day today. They got a DDoS attack earlier today. So it may be Amazon Web Services that's having issues, and it's intermittent through everybody from what I'm understanding.
Got it. Thanks, Brett.
Thank you.
I'm useful.
Guys.
All right, Janki. Last thing, how do we get a hold of you if you have any questions about VAs, ISAs, virtual editors, video editors, social media?
Actually, Lorraine is plugging all those links in there. So Lorraine, if you could go ahead and start plugging those links, I would appreciate. There you go. Calendly, and of course, the Google Forms we have there. fill those out, what you guys are looking for, and guess what? We'll connect you to the right team. So I have access to both
Perfect.
teams. All right.
All right, guys.
Thanks,
Thank you so
guys.
much.
Thanks for hanging out with me today.
Oh my gosh, let's connect
Let's do this
soon, Brett.
again.
Yes,
Definitely.
definitely. Bye, guys.
Definitely.